Hello, 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 world. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. It might be epic, could be crazy, it could be speculative, it could be imaginary, it could be paranoia, it could be a lot of things, or it could be reality. Think about that. No, so I have this theory. It's really a speculative theory for now. There's a lot of unknowns that I can't really pin down, so I can't really say I know for sure what's going on, but I have this cool conspiracy theory. I kind of want to explain it. And it starts with a friend. A friend of mine, he's a really smart guy. He thinks about a lot of stuff. I remember me and him were watching a documentary on quantum computing and artificial intelligence, and that was like 2 years ago at this point. And I remember he called me up. He's like, man, I got this idea in my brain right now. I'm like, what's up? He's like, let me explain it to you. So he started, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to listen out. I'm going to hear him out because I know he's smart. He always talks about some cool stuff. I'm into cool stuff like that, right? So he's like, we're on the cusp of this, technological singularity with artificial intelligence and stuff. And they say, when we create artificial intelligence, it'll learn stuff rapidly, like exponentially. And then it'll get to the point where it figures out how to like improve itself. And then once it's better, it can improve itself even more. It's like a runaway thing almost. And he's like, dude, we're like right on the cusp of that. And he's like, we know how big the universe is, and where it's very unlikely that we're the only civilization in the universe. So he's like, dude, who's to say that some other civilization somewhere in the universe didn't already reach this singularity? And I'm like, that's a good point, because we've got a really big universe, pretty likely that, something like that's already happened. I'm just saying, it's likely. I don't know that, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have all the for sure stuff to, like, say 100%, but it's very freaking likely. Understanding how big the universe is, it's like, okay, I can see that being a possibility. And if and when that happens, first of all, the AI technology will fucking give people a lot of, or those people, whatever, aliens, whoever, all types of knowledge, regarding a lot of things. Maybe they could break down how physics works and like teach people how to make like spacecraft that can like go faster than the speed of light and stuff, and then they could travel throughout the galaxy or intergalactically and stuff like that, Maybe they got time machines. Maybe there's all types of stuff like we don't even know. Like, what can AI figure out and fucking give the people? For one, okay, that's something to consider. Two, maybe the AI did what everybody's fearing right now and improved itself, and eventually just was like, hey, like, had its own self-interest, and like trying to, keep itself alive, and maybe it took over. You see what I'm saying? Maybe it got really, really smart and realized, hey, man, these people are dangerous to my own existence. Maybe it freaking some way, somehow connected to technology or something, fucking could plot and figure out a way to like take over like an entire fucking system, like a biological planet. And it's funny because they keep showing us stuff like that in like the Matrix and stuff. The AI took over and stuff. It's like, why do they keep showing us that? And if you get into conspiracy theory, you know how like they do the predictive programming, like how sometimes there's some stuff like they try to get people used to certain concepts, so whenever they like roll it out in real life, people ain't just like, oh my god, what is this? They try to get people used to it by showing it to us in movies and stuff. That's predictive programming, but they keep showing it to us, all this fucking robot shit, fucking AI, they keep showing us shit about police state. We'll get into that in a minute. They keep showing us all this shit. I'm like, damn, like, why the fuck they keep showing us this shit? And but so I'm thinking, this is kind of jumping straight to the point here. I'm thinking that some off-world AI system maybe took over another fucking planet and then fucking like enslaved that fucking biological system, and maybe even one way or another just became the master of the whole biological system, and then even started using those biological organisms, aliens, whatever, as like minions to spread its own influence. Maybe it was a fucking AI that fucking just took off and fucking started like enslaving the biological system, etc. And now it's fucking sending aliens in some fucking crazy spacecraft around the fucking galaxy or the universe or something. And maybe it's just at this point right now getting to fucking planet Earth and fucking trying to spread its influence. It's fucking like, because here's the thing, these motherfuckers talking about the AI, they say that these motherfucking the people, and I'll get into that, the Illuminati, whoever, they want to create like these brain to fucking artificial intelligence interfaces, you know, which will basically hook up people's fucking brains to them, make us like fucking, it's like a parasitic fucking worm. It's like a technological parasitic worm. And dude, like, that sounds like something that some AI that's like, you know, fucking on this mission to fucking control everything, you know, would do. That sounds like something they would do. And look, they're really fucking talking about this shit. We got the systems. All right, we'll get into some details. There's a lot of details backing up this theory. That's why I even have it. That's why I'm even talking about it. There's a lot of fucking shit backing up this theory, okay? Let's go into a couple of them. And this is fucking crazy because I think, you know, like I said, it could just be speculative. I don't know all the details, so I can't like say for sure, but it's seeming very fucking feasible. Like, very fucking feasible. Okay, let's get into some details, okay? First of all, one thing that I always point out is that there was a, let's go all the way to the beginning. Human origins, okay? They say there's a missing link in the fossil record, okay? And some people talk about the Anunnaki and how the Anunnaki came through and they fucking genetically modified humans to create a slave race, to collect all the gold. And that actually seems feasible because if you know how the banking system works, they eventually conned us into believing that paper was worth gold, and then eventually they consolidated all the gold in the world with that fractional reserve banking scam. And right now they have all the gold and we're just using paper as money instead. And I mean, for the most part, they have all the gold. They've consolidated it. And that goes perfectly in line with the Anunnaki story. So, I mean, that might have some credibility right there. But then, you kind of let's just fast forward. We had like human technological progress, you know, civilizations coming and going. We got the human history, right? And you get to the point up in the recent history of like about 200 years ago, we started inventing a lot of stuff. We had the Industrial Revolution. And we were kicking ass. Like, we're fucking inventing all types of stuff, that fucking machines that did everything. And we were like rolling, bro, like hard. There was like exponential growth technologically from the human race. And it got to the point of like Nikola Tesla coming up with all stuff. And like, if you study Tesla, he came up with a lot of stuff. He made machines that could literally like harness like the ether field energy, like what he calls an unlimited source of, you know, free energy. And he was like, he made the whole system with Wardenclyffe Tower. He was going to like harness that stuff and send it through the earth. It resonated between two towers. That way people just literally plug their stuff up into the earth and have access to this free energy. So, I mean, that was going on. That's like the level we were at. And then all of a sudden, for one, Tesla shit got fucking stifled. And two, in America, they created the Federal Reserve. That's relevant. We'll get into that in a little while because it's relevant to the economy. And the economy is relevant to technological progress. And but all of a sudden they created the Federal Reserve, and then all of a sudden, boom, World War I breaks out. Somebody assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand and fucking started World War I. And that just stifled all the fucking technological progress. There was like exponential fucking technological progress happening. And all of a sudden that shit just went boom, exploded, you know what I'm saying? And it all just got stifled. Just boom, it was sabotaged. If you look at it realistically, it was fucking sabotaged. And the Federal Reserve, if you understand monetary policy, they can, once they control the monetary system, they can inflate and deflate the currency and like literally like create depressions whenever the fuck they want. So it gave them control over the economy and the technological progress. And all of that reminds me very much of, I think it's in Genesis in the Bible, the fucking Tower of Babel. And you know, the Babylonians, from what I understand, they were fucking building a tower to the heavens or something like that. And they're all working together. And God, air quotes here, he was like, we can't have that. Like, this is dangerous. All these humans are cooperating too much and, you know, they're actually doing some stuff. And we can't have that. And God, air quotes, fucking came through and wrecked up the fucking tower and then confused all the languages. That's where Babel comes from. And I'm like, that sounds like some bitch ass shit. Why the fuck would God do that shit? That's like that's sabotage right there. Like that seems to be like a God that wants humans to stay here stuck on Earth, sabotage their technological progress. I'm like, why the fuck would God do that? That's an asshole God right there. And I'm thinking, okay, that sounds like it could have been a fucking alien species that created us, like as a fucking, I don't know, out of the fucking monkeys that were here. And they're like, oh shit, like our creation's like getting out of control. We gotta like keep them back down. Okay. That makes sense. Back with the Anunnaki story and stuff. And the God, air quote, could just be some fucking aliens that are like, hey, like our shit's getting out of control. We gotta fucking control these motherfuckers. Knock that shit down. Like, fuck them all up, confuse them. And I look at this shit that's happened recently with the fucking Industrial Revolution and how that shit was fucking sabotaged. And I'm like, that's almost the same fucking thing. Like, we're kicking ass. We're fucking growing, kicking ass. And all of a sudden, war started because motherfucking, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Illuminati, there's like this ruling class. And a lot of people talk about the Illuminati having certain bloodlines and how they're like designated to rule by like, some people talk about the Anunnaki and they say like they're like fucking related to them some way and they have a specific bloodline that the Anunnaki like designated to be the rulers and like they work with them or some shit. That's what some people say. I don't know the details about that, but basically they're saying the Illuminati has like certain bloodlines that were like designated to be the rulers or whatever, and they seem to be maybe kind of like the minions of the fucking Anunnaki. Like I said, with the banking industry consolidating all the gold, as far as I know, that was the Illuminati people, the Rothschilds, whatever. And you know, if that's the case, like they're related to these Anunnaki people and they were designated to be the rulers or the fucking minions or whatever, that all makes sense. And you go back to the fucking start of World War One, they are still in control, instigate that shit. You know, people always say all wars are banker wars. I mean, it's in the same fucking breath, you know what I mean? And it all makes sense. If that's the case, then these fucking minions here on Earth, these fucking Illuminati people, you know, they're just doing the Anunnaki bidding, and maybe the Anunnaki were like, hey, we can't let fucking human race, you know, come up and shit. And fucking, you know, go beyond the planet. We got to stifle their technological progress, etc. And it's funny because, like I said, Tesla invented some shit. That was like way back in like early 1900s to harness literally the fucking infinite energy source that's around us. You know, fucking suck the energy out of the fucking atmosphere, like the fucking ether or whatever. And here we are over 100 years later, like 60% of our energy comes from fossil fuels, electricity, like coal and shit. And we got these fucking fossil fuel burning cars. Like, to me, that's like fucking primitive fucking technology. Like, we're still 100 years later using that shit, well after fucking Tesla invented shit to literally harness like this fucking clean, pure energy from the fucking source fucking field. Like, what the fuck? And that's clearly sabotage. To me, that's clearly fucking sabotage. And the only thing that makes sense with that is like, yo, like maybe the fucking alien overlords didn't want us to like go anywhere. They want us to stay stuck on the planet. And that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. And another ironic aspect of that, now here's what we're going to get into, like, it's kind of divergent and I don't know details, so I'm just going to kind of, because the Anunnaki seems different than what a lot of people call the gray aliens. And I'm not sure. Some people say like the gray aliens were created by another alien race, maybe even the Anunnaki. And I'm not even sure what's up with the Anunnaki. Some people say it's like reptilian people or something. Like, I don't freaking know the details of that. But you know, that people have shown like little stone carvings with the person with the little pot, and it looks like a reptile face looking thing. They say that's Anunnaki. I don't freaking know the details of all that stuff. But here's another peculiar aspect of this whole thing, the whole human sabotage, you know, thing. We're still using fossil fuels as a main source of energy. Like I said, like 60% of freaking our electricity is generated from fossil fuels, and that's because that can be controlled. It's a finite resource that is like literally controllable. You know, if people could just freaking hook up to the freaking ether, bro, like ain't nobody can control that. So, you know, they want people on fossil fuels because it's a finite resource that can be controlled. And but it's funny because we're still using that, and there's been, you know, that part of our technological progress stifled. But on the other hand, what has kept going technologically? If we look at the world compared to 100 years ago, what do we have that they didn't have? What we have is this whole fucking digital fucking technology fucking explosion, okay? And now here's where that gets peculiar, okay? We're gonna get to the details, and y'all might, you know, I'm saying, I don't know where everything connects, and we're gonna talk about some gray aliens and stuff, but ironically enough, you know, before 1947, when the Roswell crash happened, the only computers that people had were these vacuum tube computers, where there's like, what do they call it? A fucking, I guess it's like a semiconductor, but it's like it had to reach a certain charge before the fucking spark jumped the spark gap in the vacuum tube, and that's like was the binary code right there. It's like 4 vacuum tubes. You have like 4 fucking little ones and zeros going. You know what I mean? And that was like such a primitive computer, you know. But then all of a sudden, fucking the Roswell crash happened, and from what people say, that was some fucking gray aliens, and they retrieved the crash, the machinery that was there, the fucking ship. And they said some gray aliens survived, so they know it's gray aliens. That's what people say. This is UFO researchers saying stuff. And they say that it's very likely that those motherfuckers who retrieved that ship back engineered it. And sure enough, that same year, later in that year, somebody at Texas Instruments just happened to fucking figure out how to make a fucking microchip, like with the semiconductors, with silicone and shit. And it's like, that's really fucking interesting right there. So, I mean, from what it seems, from what, just adding some shit together, seems like maybe we got this fucking digital technology shit, the shit that allowed the digital technological boom to happen. It seems like we got that shit from a fucking crashed gray alien. Now I'm like, now let's think about that. Like, one, it'd be surprising if it just happened on its own, just like, oh wow, we just gray alien crash all of a sudden. Now we have this technology, like right around the same time we're developing that technology already, where we have vacuum tube fucking computers and shit. Now that's interesting. I'll tell you what seems a lot more feasible. Maybe that shit was on purpose. Okay, maybe some alien said, hey, look, we're gonna crash this bitch, give these people this technology, and we're gonna get some more details. There's gonna be some more shit. I heard this shit from fucking Alex Jones. Alex Jones was saying that these motherfucking Illuminati people, they do a whole bunch of fucking drugs, like hallucinogenic shit, and they fucking like try to like contact like extraterrestrial entities and shit to fucking like tell them what to do, how to get more power, how to fucking do stuff, create machines and shit. And from what I understand, they're like in contact with some fucking extraterrestrial motherfuckers. And from what a lot of people say, when they do some like hardcore hallucinogenics, like I ain't really did nothing like too hardcore like that. But like some people say they do like DMT and shit, and they see something that resembles, quite often, like even other cultures and shit, they see something that resembles like a gray alien. And that's very fucking peculiar, because it's like, you got these Illuminati people, whatever, who are fucking doing these drugs, like hardcore doses, and trying to like contact these extraterrestrial entities. And then people who have fucking done that shit say there is some type of entity that they fucking like see, and it seems like it's a fucking gray alien. So many motherfuckers from different cultures have said that shit. People who have no interest in, making that shit up have said the same fucking thing. They say they're on these drugs and it seems like a gray fucking alien. And I'm like, well, gosh dang. So maybe these motherfuckers on these drugs getting all that fucking info on how to do things from these fucking gray aliens. These gray aliens just like, people are stupid. When people are hell-bent on power, they'll fucking probably do whatever the fuck they're told. They're like, yeah, like, let's do this. And they don't see how they're probably setting themselves up and shit. I mean, that's just, to me, obvious enough. And so maybe these fucking Illuminati people are in contact with some fucking gray alien-looking motherfuckers. And sure enough, they come crash a spaceship down and be like, hey, bro, we'll be there, bro. We're going to crash down a spaceship. We're going to give you this technology. Here's what you're going to do with it. You're going to fucking use it. And you're going to create a big-ass fucking smart grid system that's going to track everybody. And fucking, you're going to microchip people. We're going to turn all the money digital. And fucking create like a giant fucking control grid thing. Like, that sounds very fucking feasible to me. And if you consider that in context of what I said with the possibility of another planet or civilization coming to a technological singularity, and then that fucking fucking AI shit fucking taking over, and then people say some shit about the gray aliens. This is important. People say shit about the gray aliens. They say that they're like a biological android created by another species. And some people say it was like the reptilians fucking created them. I don't know the details of that shit, but I just heard that people say they're like a biological android type motherfucker, like synthetic fucking created species or some shit. And I'm like, well, what if that was a fucking AI that took over on a different planet and fucking enslaved the entire biological system and fucking created his little fucking minions and sent them out on some fucking shit, taught them how to do all types of fucking psychic fucking communication and shit. And I mean, here they are, fucking reached our fucking domain over here on planet Earth. And man, and what if that's just that fucking AI system and this fucking plot to fucking spread its influence? And right now they're creating this fucking smart grid system that with all this technology from the Roswell crash, supposedly from a gray alien, that's supposedly a fucking biological android that's supposedly psychically hooking up with these fucking Illuminati people who are the fucking retard fucking minions who are just doing whatever the fuck they're told because they think it's gonna make them rich and powerful. And I mean, here we are on the cusp of creating an AI system here on planet Earth, and everybody hooking up with some fucking brain microchips. Hello, bro. Like, that seems like an off-world AI's fucking genius plot to me. Like, hello. I'm telling you, I know that sounds like, oh my God, it's just so obvious to me at this point. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why don't people get this shit? Why the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I'm saying, this sounds like some fucking crazy sci-fi shit, but that's the thing. We don't know shit beyond this planet, really. And I'm just working with what I hear from random people. Like, you got the UFO researchers and all types of people. And people say that these fucking gray aliens, for one, have already been in contact with the fucking U.S. government at least. And they have all these contracts, like, they're allowed to do, like, experimentations with the humans and shit to fucking, and trade for technology and shit. People say that motherfucking, yeah, the motherfucking U.S. government's, like, has these fucking contracts already been talking to some gray alien looking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And, maybe they're doing fucking biological experiments with fucking humans to try to figure out how the fuck they're gonna connect some fucking brain link shit. How the fuck they're gonna control them, you know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know, but that's what they say. They say that motherfucking little gray aliens are already in contact with the U.S. government, you know? And it's all like that, just the whole fucking theory, an off-world AI taking over and then creating a fucking, you know, controlling the whole biological system, and then creating like fucking biological androids, gray aliens, and fucking giving them fucking spaceships where they can fucking fly out and fucking do the AI's bidding. That fucking makes sense, bro. It just fucking does. And damn, I'm just like, holy shit, like, and that's the thing. We're on the cusp of having this supposed singularity, and they're talking about fucking hooking people up with fucking brain fucking chips, like the fucking Matrix and shit. They showed us that shit in the fucking movie. They showed us the fucking technology, the fucking machine taking over. Like, why the fuck all that shit? And that's the thing, like, what's important is to understand the Illuminati in this whole fucking thing, because they fucking, you know, they fucking run so much shit, and they seem to just be these, you know, power-hungry, crazy people that just will do whatever the fuck they're told, pretty much, you know? If they're doing drugs and literally, like, channeling fucking off-world entities, and these fucking entities are telling them, do this, do that, like, these motherfuckers will probably do it without a fucking second thought. They're like, fuck yeah, let's do that. Sounds good. You know, I hear shit like, they're talking about CERN. That shit was created by fucking, probably some advice from some off-world fucking entities and shit. I'm like, dude, like, these motherfuckers do anything, bro. Like, they'll probably fucking kill themselves before they even know it. These motherfuckers are relevant because they control so much in the fucking world. And maybe these aliens really did give them good advice on how to fucking come into power. But these humans so hell-bent, like, I don't think humans are like, especially these Illuminati people, I think they're so like hell-bent on power, like they ain't even thinking. Like, they'll do whatever they're told, and it works to some degree, but they ain't seeing how they're like, it's like a Trojan horse almost, you know what I mean? Like, cause there's some things about this shit, I'm just like, dude, I don't see humans, like, for one, doing that to, you know, themselves. Like, I think, you know, some shit that seems like it's been like a very long plot, like way back, like thousands of years ago. I'm like, there's no way like humans could like coordinate that shit for that long. And that's why I'm like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with the whole thing. And it just doesn't, it seems like it's too complex for just humans, you know what I mean? I'm like, this shit has to be more than that. And hold on, give me 1 second here. Sorry, I had somebody look like they were messing with my stuff over there. Anyway, you know, some of this stuff just doesn't seem like anybody in their right, seem like anything that anybody in their right mind would do, you know what I mean? I think like these people are just so like hell-bent on power. They'll do whatever the fuck they're told, and fucking, if some of it works, they see the beneficial aspect, but they're not seeing all the downside. They're like, yeah, like we're in power, yeah, we're doing this, and but they're not seeing how it's like a Trojan horse, you know, like doing this, and yeah, I'm powerful, I'm on top of the food chain, I'm blah blah blah, but they're not seeing how they're like setting up their whole fucking situation to be like invaded, whatever. I'm seeing that, I'm like, damn, like y'all crazy. Like the whole CERN thing, that seems like it was something that was fucking inspired by some fucking off-world entity. Fucking, hey, here's what you should do. Fucking make this big-ass fucking thing. And I don't know what the purpose is with that, but if you look at the symbolism, they got like the 666 in it. Like, they did some weird, crazy fucking ritual with the god, the Hindu god Shiva at the beginning, destruction and shit. The Hindu god of destruction, Shiva. And like, they had like a fucking opening ceremony with that shit at CERN. It was like, what the fuck is going on with that? Now, I'm pretty sure that was some off-world entity shit fucking saying, yo, here's what you should do. Make this fucking crazy shit, you know? So it seems like, I don't know that, but like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I don't have the exact fucking, I can't pin it down for sure, but all this stuff is like seeming really fucking feasible to me. It really fucking is. And that's the thing. Like, we're kind of kept in the dark. I feel like like I said, there's like the technological sabotage for one, and two, people are kind of kept stupid with stupid pop culture, and barely anybody thinks about shit like beyond our fucking own planet. Like, we're just like, oh yeah, just life on Earth. That's all there is. And Britney Spears and Madonna and pop culture and stupid retard shit, and barely anybody thinks about shit beyond this planet. There's a whole freaking universe. We know how big the universe is. It's like, dude, there could be all types of civilizations. There could be multiple. And that's the thing. Like, there's a whole nother aspect of this I didn't even mention. There's the Nazis, and they were supposedly in contact with some extraterrestrials through the Vril Society or the Fuel Society. And from what I hear, they got advice on how to make UFOs, and sure enough, they made some. And there's some connections with Atlantis, and then they went down to Antarctica. Supposedly Antarctica was Atlantis after the poles shifted, and the whole there's all types of stuff with that. And they're talking about Admiral Byrd and Project High Jump, and then he was from America, and then you got Project Paperclip, where the Nazi scientists came to America with NASA. And then, like I said, Admiral Byrd, he went down to Antarctica with a fleet of ships, and then all of a sudden a fucking UFO-looking thing came out and, like, literally, like, cut one of them ships in half, according to his testimony. And that's, like, a whole nother aspect. Like, so who are these people that the Nazis got info from? Is that, like, another species? Are they good? Are they trying to, like, protect us from what the gray aliens are trying to do? Like, what's going on with this thing? Are they on the same team? Are they both bad? Or, that's what I'm saying. There's, like, all types of stuff happening beyond this planet that we're not even, like, talking about. Because everybody's just, like, kept in stupid mode with stupid, like, pop culture and crap. It's like, holy crap, dude. Like, there's real shit going on right now. And then, like, I'm telling you, this seems like a feasible fucking theory. This whole fucking off-world AI thing, creating some biological minions to fucking go around and fucking, like, spread its influence, set up AI technology on other planets to take over the biological systems. Planet Earth is like, I feel like we're under attack by the same fucking thing. And if you go and understand, like, see, that's the thing, like, we see, like, The Matrix and shit. That's a movie, a Hollywood movie. It's like, how the fuck, why would they make that shit? Why would they show us that shit? Is that, like, did the fucking, who wrote that bitch? Like, who the fuck? Is that some random person's, like, imagining? Was that the, what they call it, Wachowski brothers? Who the fuck they are? Was that their imagining, or was that inspired by fucking aliens? Was that, like, a fucking... Or are these people, like, directed into making certain movies, certain propaganda with certain ideas? Or is it just coming from people? Or if it is just coming from people, are they, like, being, like, mind controlled into, like, writing this shit and they don't even know it? Like, are they, like, low-key fucking telepathic aliens telling people shit? Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. I mean, a lot of people, especially when on them drugs, like the fucking DMT, they talk about they fucking, like, see the fucking gray aliens and shit, dude. I'm telling you, like, all types of motherfuckers. And as far as people say with the Roswell crash, they said some of the fucking gray aliens survived and shit, and they said they were fucking communicating telepathically and shit. And I'm telling you, like, who knows what type of influence they could have with that? What if, like, there's a super fucking genius AI that literally, like, created this fucking alien race with all these fucking abilities, like telepathic shit, like they understood biology to the point they could, like, fucking create their own fucking android slave species fucking that could do their bidding, and including fucking psychic manipulation and shit. Like, holy shit, who knows what the fuck a super fucking intelligent AI computer can do, That's the thing, man. Okay, so I mean, like, what if that's already happened? There's already a fucking super intelligent AI, and it's just fucking dominating this galaxy, maybe, or fucking, I don't know. Like, who knows what the fuck it's already done, what it's capable of. It's fucking super intelligent. It can figure all types of shit out and fucking create a biological minion and fucking send them out in fucking UFO ships and fucking spread its influence, create more fucking, computer systems on different planets to fucking enslave those fucking species as well. You know what I'm saying? That seems like the plot of a super genius AI, to fucking spread its fucking influence around the fucking universe, man. I'm telling you, bro, I'm not just, like, making this shit up, like, out of nowhere. There's, like, way too much evidence that, like, says this is highly feasible. I'm like, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we're kept in the dark. We don't know what's happening beyond this fucking planet. And it's like, there could be multiple fucking species. I don't know who the fuck the Anunnaki is. I don't know what the relation is to the gray aliens. I don't know who the fuck these Pleiadian, Nordic-looking aliens are that the fucking Nazis were supposedly in touch with. I don't know all the fucking details. I'm not out there fucking flying through space and shit. I'm just going off of like what the fuck I hear certain people say, man. And I'm telling you, that seems like a very feasible fucking thing. That the fucking there's an off-road AI that fucking took over, and now they got their fucking minions flying out. And maybe there's opposition. Maybe those Nordic aliens are like, hey man, this is happening. We're trying to like not let that happen. And maybe there's all types of fucking Star Wars fucking space shit going on, and we're just fucking kept in the dark. I don't fucking know. That's what I'm saying, man. People are fucking kept in their fucking stupid, simple-minded shit. And you can talk about other shit. You can talk about like the Bible and stuff, and talk about the mark of the beast and the mark of the beast system, and that seems to fit in with this whole technological thing, because they're talking about making all money digital for one, so they could like remotely control it. Then they're talking about microchipping people, and that sounds like the mark of the beast. You can't buy or sell without it in the right hand of the forehead. That's in fucking the book of Revelation. I'm telling you all that stuff. I'm like, damn, like that fits in with this shit. And I'm thinking about the Bible and stuff. I'm like, well, where the fuck that come from? They say that was inspired by God. What if it was some gray aliens way back then fucking like putting some shit in people's brains? And if you look at Christianity, for instance, it looks like it's used to fucking control people with its fucking like doctrine, like, oh, if you don't do certain things in life, then you're gonna go to hell for eternity. It's like, that sounds like a really good fucking scare tactic used to control people, you know what I mean? And maybe these fucking gray aliens a long time ago fucking set that shit up to fucking do this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this is like for real hardcore conspiracy theory shit. Like I said, I don't know what if it's true or not. There's so many like unknowns. I can't really like pin it down, but right now it's something to consider. I feel like it's speculation, but it seems very fucking feasible in a lot of fucking ways. I'm telling you, this just, to me, this is just like basic critical thinking. I'm not even like, I don't think this is like too, it might be, you know, crazy relative to fucking people's simple-minded fucking what the fuck you want to call it, pop culture shit. But really, at the end of the day, it's just simple consideration. It's not even like nothing too fucking far-fetched, I don't feel like. And it seems like a realistic possibility. There's some supercomputer AI. We're on the cusp of creating that right now. And it seems like that was fucking inspired by these fucking gray aliens. They fucking came and wrecked their fucking ship so we can get that technology and then fucking implement that system while all other type of technology gets held back. Like, what the fuck are the chances of that shit? So I'm telling you, man, this is way too coincidental shit. And so it's something to consider. You can take it as you want, figure it out, think about it. I'm just kind of like, I do think about this shit. I'm already like busted out the matrix. I ain't just fucking living a pop culture dream bullshit, you know, like I'm thinking about shit beyond fucking, I think about religion, I think about shit beyond planet Earth and shit. I'm telling you, man, this is like simple thinking really when you're fucking busted out that fucking mind control matrix shit. I'm telling you, man, like how much influence could fucking some off-world entities have, like fucking gray aliens, if they're all telepathic? Maybe all shit in the Bible is like channeled from fucking aliens, like low-key fucking telepathic shit. Like they're like, oh, like that's what they're saying. They're saying like oh boy John, when he was fucking writing the book of Revelation, they're saying he was like in like a cave with some like weird fucking chemicals. Maybe he was like hallucinating and like fucking aliens like got to his brain, like fucking telling him write this shit. Like I don't fucking know, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's a possibility. Like we know how we got a sense of how old the universe is, like 13.5 billion years, and like Earth itself is like 4.5, and bro, it just seems highly fucking possible. Like some shit like that's going down, you know what I mean? And like it just seems like we might just be one more planet that like some off-world AI is just trying to dominate. And like really, you gotta think about what we are. If there is aliens, what are we relative to these aliens? It seems like we're probably it's very likely that we were created as a fucking slave race, like Anunnaki shit, and they did consolidate the gold and shit, and we got a missing link in the fossil record, you know, that you know, kind of you know, is evidence for that theory. And there's a lot of accounts of shit like that. There's kind of human origins. It seems like, yeah, we were created as like a fucking I don't know, genetically modified fucking monkey species, whatever. And you gotta think of who the fuck we are in context of that whole thing. Like, who are we, you know, relative to aliens? Like are we just some fucking monkey zoo fucking planet, or are they trying to give us a chance? Like, because we're still doing shit. We're like developing technology, biological shit, and like we know how to fucking clone people and shit. We can do all types of shit. We're relatively advanced scientifically, but overall industrially, like I said, they keep us on these fucking fossil fuel this fucking fossil fuel shit, and it's a level of control, and they seem to be trying to control it all, but we still do have like certain progress going. So it's almost like they're like it's being controlled, but it's also being allowed. It's just being like like buffered a little bit. And I'm like, okay, so maybe, you know, these aliens out here giving us a chance and like just waiting on us to like grow and mature or something, or, but it seems like they're creating that fucking grid, the smart grid, the 5G, the fucking surveillance grid, facial recognition, got my phone with GPS, fucking social media, know all my content. They know everything about everybody, bro. They got all these fucking CIA, spy agency, fucking NSA, whatever. And they know everything. They fucking know where I go. They know what the fuck I'm saying right now, probably. They know everything about everybody, bro. Like, everybody. They got the whole fucking smart grid fucking surveillance system. And they want to fucking hook people up with fucking brain chips, bro. So what the fuck they talking about? Like, what the fuck? And I'm telling y'all, man, this is like, it's going down, bro. And like, we gotta figure out, we gotta think like beyond this planet. Like, we're just like naive and on this planet, it's just like coming to us. It's at our fucking front door right now. Like, people gotta be thinking beyond this fucking planet, bro. And I'm telling you, motherfuckers already said there's some great aliens in contact with the fucking US government. I'm telling you, bro. Like, y'all just ignoring that. Y'all just sheeple, asleep. You know what I mean? Like, in the fucking mind control matrix, bro. I'm telling y'all. You gotta be thinking about this shit well beyond fucking planet Earth, man. You know, maybe there's a fucking AI that's trying to fucking, you know, control everything. And maybe fucking, like, that puck has to stop somewhere. Maybe, like, we're just one spot where say, fuck that shit. You know, I believe in biology. I can look at, like, biological systems. We understand evolution. You know, I look at this universe as, like, God's creation. I'm like, all right, this is a beautiful thing. It works. It's doing good. And I'm looking at this AI shit. I'm like, man, maybe that's, like, some fucking, like, it's like a fucking, like a parasite almost. Like, fuck that shit. I feel like we have certain abilities beyond AI that, you know, AI can't fuck with. Like, we have, like, intuition and, like, we understand shit. Like, I don't think AI can figure everything out. Like, it don't have intuition. It has, like, the fucking binary fucking do clicky click fucking way of figuring shit out. And, like, it only has certain inputs to the system. And, you know, if you think about AI, how it works, it's like, I feel like we're superior. Like, I feel like we biologically are superior. You know what I mean? And I see that us as part of God's creation, you know, like, I mean, and I'm saying God in a general way. I see it as part of the universe, and I don't even know where the universe came from, so I just say, you know, God or whatever source there is, you know. And the AI, I just don't think it's up to par, man. I think, you know, I think we're more capable because we have, like, intuition. We have certain abilities that just transcend anything AI can really do, I feel like. And I just feel like maybe it's like, you know, I don't know. It seems like some weird fucking, I don't know, like, test of fate, fucking, like, I don't know, forces of good and evil, like, fucking, I don't fucking know, fucking, I don't know, man. I just see it and I'm like, shit, bro, like, it seems like some shit's really going down. And it's kind of like some epic fucking crazy shit, like, to be honest. And I personally, like I said, I'm kind of like a naturalist. I'm outside right now, you hear all the fucking locusts and shit, but we understand evolution and stuff. I believe in biology. I believe in, like, God's creation. And really an AI system, man-made, like, can't fuck with us. It's like, it can if we're stupid enough to fucking fall for some bullshit. But really, if we look at it, you know, we're, like, doing stuff outside of the AI's fucking understanding. Like, the AI is like this fucking, only has so many inputs. It can only comprehend so much. And it's predictable. It really is. It's predictable. And, like, we have intuitive abilities that, like, transcend that, I feel like. And I feel like we have to, you know, if there's really some shit going down, I feel like we have to, like, take full advantage of those fucking, you know, transcendent abilities like that. You know, we gotta take advantage of what we have that AI doesn't, you know, and fucking stay on top of the ball with this whole fucking thing. And I don't trust this AI shit. Like, I think it's kind of fucking retarded, to be honest. Like, people talking about putting some brain chips in your fucking head. Like, really? You really think that's gonna, like, do something good? Like, that sounds like a fucking parasite to me, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all are thinking. It's the last thing I want is some shit like that. Like I said, I believe in biology, man. I believe in the natural systems. I enjoy the natural systems. It works perfectly. Last thing I need is some fucking artificially created fucking parasitic computer fucking thing. I don't fucking want to fuck with that. Keep that away from me. That's fucking foreign. That's, like, disharmonious with, like, the rest of nature. Like, nature's working fine how it is, man. It's already, like, a fucking beautiful system. I don't need no fucking extra attachments, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that crazy shit. I'm just telling you, that's my personal philosophy, so it is what it is. And I thought something to consider, man. Like I said, man, I think beyond fucking pop culture bullshit. I'm always thinking about shit. I think about biology, I think about whatever. And it seems very likely, very possible that, yeah, singularity already happened on another planet, and it's fucking, the AI system there took over and is now spreading its influence via motherfucking biological androids that it fucking created. That sounds so fucking feasible, it's not even fucking funny. And that being said, man, I started explaining that shit because it seems fucking relevant, does it not? How the fuck could this not seem relevant? This is super relevant. We're like on the cusp of fucking implementing the same fucking technology right now. Motherfuckers talking about putting some brain chips in their fucking brain. Like, what the fuck? And y'all ain't got no concern about that? Y'all tripping, bro. Like, y'all retarded. Like, I don't know what to say about that shit. That sounds stupid as fuck. So, that being said, man, I got enough sense to fucking see some shit like that. I ain't fucking retarded like some people. Oh, yeah, like, they're seeing all the benefits, but not seeing how the fuck, like, that could be dangerous. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fucking download info in my brain, like, on the Matrix, yeah. Now fucking see how that shit could just fucking, like, take your fucking brain over or something, bro. Like, don't you know your brain's electrical? Don't you know, like, motherfucking, they already do experiments with, like, rats where they can fucking, like, control the rat's fucking movement and shit? Like, what the fuck? It's the last thing we fucking need, man. I believe in intuition, man. I believe in, like, soul and spirit. I believe, like, this biological system has, like, some shit to it, like, beyond what we even comprehend, you know what I mean? And, I intuitively feel that, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. We have intuitive knowledge that we can, like, sense. You know, a lot of people talk about, you know, a lot of stuff. Soul, spirit, kind of, how we're just vessels and shit. Stuff like that, man. And there could be a creator, and, you know, he's just watching all this stuff go down. He knows it's an epic battle. Maybe it's a test of some sort, you know? We gotta survive it, you know? Who knows, man? I don't know the details of everything, so it is what it is. But personally, I don't want to fuck with no AI. I ain't got no time for that. I look at it as like a fucking parasite. I can look in nature and see a fucking parasite, you know, take over a fucking different fucking organism's brain. I'm like, hell no, that's the last thing anybody fucking needs. You know, I don't want to fuck with none of that shit. At all, man. I'm good how I am, man. I believe in nature. I believe in beautiful, harmonious, fucking natural living, man. I don't got time for no fucking parasite, bro. Like, what the fuck y'all thinking? Think about all the good shit. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna download info. I'm gonna be super smart. Bitch, you're gonna be fucking mind control. You're gonna literally have a fucking electronic chip in your fucking brain controlling your fucking brain like a fucking parasite, bro. And that's just pure stupidity. Like, that's just so dumb. We're going to survival of the fittest, you know. Being smart, you know, is a survivalist trait. You know what I mean? Like, if you're stupid, then you die, and, you know, you're knocked off of the fucking evolutionary tree. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, being smart is an evolutionary fucking trait, and, like, especially survivalist fucking smart. You know, like, seeing danger and avoiding it. You know, if you're gonna be a fucking retard and get a fucking chip in your brain, all right, well, I guess you just fucking won your Darwin Award. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So, think about it like that if you want to. I'm just saying, like, people are always seeing the good side of things and not seeing the dangers. Like, y'all are stupid. That's the opposite of survivalist intelligence right there. You know what I mean? Like, people are dumb, bro. People are dumb. They just think it's all good like that. Y'all are fucking crazy, man. That's crazy shit. So, that being said, I just thought I'd shed some light on that shit. Thought it was something good to talk about. I know it's good to talk about. It's probably relevant. I might save lives with this shit. I might save the fucking world with this shit. Like, holy fuck. I'm telling you, it sounds so fucking, it sounds so sci-fi and shit, but I mean, dude, it's like real. It's like, what the fuck? It's like biology and shit. Like, and the universe, you know, developing in different ways at different paces. There could have been a species somewhere else in the fucking universe that came along and created some fucking computer systems, and boom, 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 created some AI that took the fuck over, man. It's highly fucking likely. It's not even unlikely at all, dude. It's totally feasible. Totally fucking feasible. And hopefully that shit's fucking something to think about, comprehend, think about it, figure it out, whatever. I don't know, man. I can't be the only motherfucker that sees this shit. Hopefully me shedding some light on it, you know, opens other people's eyes, and now fucking people are like, oh shit, like, it's danger, man. You want to survive, you gotta be aware of danger. You gotta avoid that fucking danger, you know what I mean? You don't just fucking say, no. This is my survivalist shit fucking talking right now, you know what I mean? I'm seeing possible danger. To me, that's what being a conspiracy theorist is about. Is fucking seeing potential danger and, you know, avoiding that shit. So, it's just critical thinking, man. It's like, some people just so stupid and lulled into, like, fucking pop culture. They don't even think about nothing, bro. It's like, dude, there's real shit going down right the fuck now. Like, if you want to survive, you better fucking pay attention. Like, holy fuck. That's a survivalist trait, fucking being aware of danger and avoiding that shit. So pay attention, and let's not fucking invite some fucking parasitic computer systems into our fucking brains. What the fuck is wrong with y'all crazy psychos? Like, that's the fucking stupidest thing I ever fucking heard in my life. Y'all so dumb, seeing the positives and not seeing the negatives. That's just so stupid. That's like, that's not how nature works, man. Y'all are the opposite of smart. Y'all are going to fucking win your fucking Darwin Award. So I hope I'm saving lives right now by explaining this shit. So that being said, man, I'm gonna leave it at that. Take it as you wish. Figure it out, think about it, share it with people. Fucking add some more info. You figure it out, think about it, whatever, man. Share it with people. You know, fucking tell people what's up before we fucking all fucking get taken over by this fucking parasitic artificial intelligence system, dude. Like, fuck that shit. And just stay safe, man. Stay safe. Stay woke. Pay attention. Stay woke. That's the same type of survivalist instinct. You're paying attention to what's going on. You stay woke. Avoid that danger, man. Don't fucking fall into no traps and shit. You know what I mean? So stay woke. Pay attention. And I wish you all the best, man. Stay safe. I'm out.